Hello friends, welcome to LeggLife. So as you guys may know, I'm actually leaving for Florida in a couple days.
Boo.
On a work trip. So that means that we will be apart for a little while.
Yeah.
And so in today's video, we thought, let's talk about what the heck that looks like. Because when I travel, when we're apart, you guys get to see a lot of me, right? Because like I vlog.
I'm not gonna vlog by myself, let's be real clear.
Comment down below if you guys totally think Sherri should vlog while I'm apart and
No,
send me
because
the
everybody's
clips.
gonna say yes, but I'm not gonna do it.
No, you won't do it. And that's exactly the reason for this video, is that when I travel and we're apart, you guys get to see what I do. We have no clue. What the heck does Sherri do? And so in today's video, we're gonna talk about the things that we do when we're apart, what our days look like, what we eat, what we wear. Do we even get out of bed? Today, we're talking about that.
So we kind of walked ourselves through like what a normal day would look like, and specifically for me, a non-work day.
Yep.
My work days look differently than my non-work days, obviously. So even if I'm working from home, like I still get up and I go to work. So I'm working, which is not super exciting. So this is like a weekend day where I'm not working.
This is like a normal, Adam's gone, you're home alone, it's the weekend. What the heck does Sherri do?
What do I do?
So let's just start there. I'm curious, Sherri, when do you wake up? Do you wake up?
I'm gonna try not to. So we have a little saying in our household that it's not sleeping in unless there are 2 digits on the left side of that clock.
That's right. Sleeping in does not start until 10 a.m.
Yep, if you're up before 10, you did not sleep in.
If you're up before 10 a.m., what's up, early bird?
Right. Why?
Enjoy the worm.
Right, you know you can sleep.
Yeah, it's the weekend. Go back to bed.
Right. Right.
Totally.
You have all week to get up early and be productive. Like,
Yeah,
the weekend is not that time.
Sleep in.
Sleep in.
Right now, every person with kids is cursing us. Every person with kids is like, those darn legs.
Well,
So on the weekends, though, you would try to sleep in.
I sleep in.
Okay?
That just means that I don't set my alarm, and my body naturally usually wakes up around 10. I get up and make coffee.
Coffee is an everyday kind of thing.
Coffee is an everyday kind of thing. Immediately.
Do you ever go get coffee? Is it like, you know what, I'm gonna go get coffee? You always make it here.
I always make it here because I
Okay.
have my entire coffee bar.
That's a good point. Okay, perfect. So,
And I can have it in 3 minutes as opposed to having to like put semi-presentable clothes on and like drive somewhere and
Okay.
wait 3 minutes and then drive home.
it makes total sense.
Right.
Okay, so coffee, and then do you do breakfast? Do you lounge around?
It depends on if I'm hungry. So with all of the health stuff, I have medication that I have to take when I wake up, and so I have to eat when I wake up. I am almost never hungry
You're not
when I wake up.
You're not a breakfast person normally in general.
In general.
Yeah.
I don't mind the food, like the actual breakfast food. I'm just never actually hungry until like 1 p.m.
Yeah.
Even if I get up early, like when I get up and I'm at work at 9 a.m., I am not hungry like until lunchtime. So I just don't usually eat much breakfast just because I'm really not hungry. But with the meds that I'm on, I do have to make breakfast. So I'll make something small, like a piece of toast.
But I was gonna say, you're not gonna like wake up and be like, you know what? We're making biscuits and gravy for myself today.
No,
like that's
and
never gonna happen.
Like rarely will I even do like eggs. Like I don't want to have to put much effort into it, so I'm like piece of toast.
Okay.
So if I have to eat, then I'll just do toast.
So this is probably then, now we're about the 10:45-ish or so time frame, 11 or so. And then do you what do you do? Do you leave the house? Do you do something? Do you like hang out?
This is where it varies depending on how long you're gone.
Okay.
If I have one weekend
Yep.
to myself, I will usually not leave the house.
It's like a hermit up, we're gonna power inside.
Correct.
Okay.
I am not putting on real clothes. I will change out of the pajamas I slept in into clean pajamas.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna like wear a bra if I don't have to.
Clearly.
Like to walk around my own house. That's not gonna happen.
I will say, I'm now realizing you've been preparing for COVID your whole life.
Absolutely.
Like you've been in spring.
Which is why I really did not have any trouble with like the lockdown. Like he made it 3 hours.
Totally.
I was just like, I'm in it for the long haul. Like
You were like, this is my moment.
Lock it up.
I've been preparing for this. Shut it down.
Right.
Okay, so in pajamas, but 2 clean pajamas.
Oh sure. Yeah.
No bras. Like we are the cozy queen.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And again, if it's just one weekend, I will not leave the house. And this is usually if there's like a TV show or something that I want to watch, but I know that he won't like, I will binge it while he's gone.
Okay.
And just like knock it out.
So just like knock out the whole thing?
If I can.
Okay.
I mean, depending on how many episodes. Like if it's like one season and I can just power through it in like 8 to 10 hours, one day I'm done. Like I will just power through. If it's multiple seasons, I will get through as much as I can and then sneak in an episode here and there when he gets home.
Okay.
But I don't want to take control of the TV and like the living room to watch a show that I know he's not going to be interested in watching at all.
So you do that when I'm gone?
So I do it when you're gone.
Okay. And I will say just a little bit of context. We've actually been apart a lot in our marriage. So when we first got married, I used to travel for work all of the time.
A lot.
Like I was gone a lot.
Every 3 weeks for like 3 to 4 to 5 days. Every time.
Yeah, and then it was always like I would have longer trips. Like I'd be gone for a couple weeks, just like longer trips as well. So like being apart is not something that we are like that's new to us.
No. So yeah, when we first got married, you traveled a lot, and then when we bought this house, we were renting before we bought the house, and we couldn't have animals. But once we bought the house, I said, I want an animal because I want like another living being in the house when you're gone, because you're gone a lot and I just want another living being. So we got a cat.
Hence Missy.
Hence Missy.
So you're, okay, so back to your day. You're powering through a show perhaps.
Or movies, or like I'll watch Hallmark movies I know he's not going to be interested in watching.
What?
Or I have like my list on Netflix with like rom-coms and whatever that I know you won't be interested in watching. So I'll watch those, or I'll read. There have been days where I just read for like 10 hours.
I was gonna say, so like the bulk part of your day, like from the after breakfast, will you do lunch?
If I ate breakfast,
if
I had a piece of toast or whatever at 11, I will probably not eat lunch.
Really?
I will probably not eat again until like 5 or 6 for dinner.
What? A piece of toast?
Yeah.
Okay. And so then it's just like big chunk of the day is movies or TV show binge or books.
Yeah.
That's what makes it up.
Yes.
Okay.
If I have 2 weekends that you're gone, probably one of those weekends will be hermiting it up.
Okay.
One, I might go somewhere with a friend. I might do dinner or something like that on the weekend.
So actually you're doing that.
Or like a late lunch or something like that.
On this trip, like you have plans to see a friend.
Yes. Cinco de Mayo. I have plans to go get Margs with a friend because it's Cinco de Mayo.
Wait, adult beverages?
Absolutely. Yes.
Unbelievable. It's a family channel. And so, okay, so dinner, what do you do for dinner?
He laughs at me for my dinners.
Yep, I for sure do.
Breakfast and lunch, if I eat one or the other, is very simple. Like I'll throw together a sandwich or I'll have a piece of toast, or occasionally I'll make up a couple of eggs or something. Like it's easy.
Yep.
Dinner, I will make myself a dinner.
Like you make an actual meal.
Like an entree and a side.
Yeah.
And he laughs at me for this.
Okay, here's why I
like. It's funny because I'll make like a single piece of. Like,
that's why I laugh.
Baked chicken.
Like what? It's like one little piece of chicken.
Well, I'm not gonna make more. Who's gonna eat it?
I don't know.
Or I will make more and then I have them for lunch or something the next day.
I don't think in my entire life I have ever baked a piece of chicken.
No, we have these little like baking dishes that are literally like this big. Like you can fit one piece of chicken in it, and we have 2 of them. And I don't know why we have 2 of them because I only ever use one.
I don't know why we have them.
I use them.
I look at them and I'm like, who is baking this? We have animals coming over? It's like this big.
I make it.
So funny to me.
Have, like, steamed broccoli or some peas or some kind of side with my chicken.
When we get into my day, it is vastly different than this, just so you know.
Right. So if I don't make my dinner, I will order dinner.
Okay, what do you order? What are your go-to? Adam's out of town. Sherri can order anything she wants because there's an unlimited DoorDash budget. What are you getting?
Sushi.
Okay.
Or poke.
Not surprised by either of those.
So fish of some kind.
Yep.
Yep.
Interesting. Okay, so those are your...
Those are my go-tos. I don't think that I've ever ordered, like, a pizza for myself.
Really?
I don't think so. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't think so. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Like, I don't think so. I'm trying to think. 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 I don't think so I don't think I have, honestly.
Okay.
I think that I either make myself a dinner or I order like sushi or poke or something.
You're very you have predictable routines.
Yes.
Okay, so I want to know, like, will you like do it? Like, this is my extrovert coming out. What do you do? Like, will you do anything? Are you gonna go? You're gonna go to a movie by yourself. There's a matinee of Princess for a Day, and you want to go. I don't know. It sounds like a movie Sherri would like.
It sounds like a Hallmark movie that won't make it to theaters.
That's exactly right. And so
made for TV.
Will you like go to a movie? Will you go like? Will you do like? What do you do?
I will go with friends. I'll go to a movie with friends. I'll go to dinner with friends.
Okay.
I won't go anywhere by myself.
You won't go like walk around to Target. You won't just be like, you know what? I'm gonna go walk around Target.
No. Not just to walk around. I will go to Target if I have something that I need to buy.
Okay, so if you need to go
I will go in and I buy it and I will leave.
Okay, so you'll go. You have no problem like going grocery shopping, going to the store, like buying stuff.
I'll go grocery shopping and if I need to, but usually try to get the grocery shopping done before he leaves.
It's true. Like I'm like, okay, what do you want? I'm leaving. Like, let me get you everything you need.
Stock up.
Stock up.
Yeah, but I'll stop by the store and get something if I need to. But yeah, if I don't have to actually leave the house, I won't leave the house.
Okay.
And I for sure won't leave the house just to go somewhere by myself.
Okay. So that's kind of your like meal, and then post dinner you're going back to your movie?
Probably.
Or your TV show or your book?
Or my books or whatever. Yeah, probably. So, and it also depends on how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling overstrung and I just need like downtime,
yeah,
I will give myself the downtime. Like I will not leave the house. I will not do anything.
Totally fair.
I will give myself the downtime. If I'm feeling okay and feeling like up for projects or whatever, in fact, there was one trip that you left when we were living in the condo.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
His mom owned the condo that we were renting, so I cleared it with her first. But I painted. I like painted all the walls.
I came home and everything was a different color. Like, what happened?
They were all different colors of like neutrals, so like it still was nice. And I don't think
it was great.
Paint it when we left, because it still looked nice. Like,
yeah, totally.
I didn't do like bright crazy colors, but like I painted every wall. I was just like, I'm tired of the white. We're gonna do something different. So, and I painted the entire condo. So
every now and then you will get like the drive to be like, I'm gonna tackle a project.
Yep.
But do you feel like when I leave, I'm leaving this week and I'm gone for a little while.
Yeah.
Do you have a to-do list? Like it's like, well, Adam's gone, I'm gonna knock out these 3 things.
I have a mental to-do list, and I have actually a list of things in my phone that I would like to do to the house or to like as far as organization or something.
Sure.
And I don't put any pressure on myself to get it done.
Wow.
If I feel like doing it, then I will do it. But if I don't, then
you have the freedom to read a book.
I have the freedom to sit and read my book if I want to.
Okay. What time do you go to bed when I'm gone?
It also depends on what time I woke up and how I slept the night before. I tend to sleep horribly.
That's what I was gonna say. When I'm gone, well, first of all, you normally sleep terribly.
I normally sleep terribly in general. When he's gone, especially the first couple of nights, I have a really hard time sleeping. And some of it is just like, just having you in the house with me. Like, there's a level of like comfort and safety.
Well,
you provide.
It's all the muscle that I bring.
Correct. But
it's my guns that are present.
Right.
No?
But I feel like when you're gone, like I hear every sound and I hear every voice walking outside and I hear like everything and I'm just like, and so like my brain is on overdrive and I have a really hard time sleeping when you're gone. I'm
curious. I'm going to ask this question only because I'm going to touch on it in my answer. Do you sleep differently in the bed when I'm gone?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I think I take over more of the bed.
As if that's possible. As if.
Listen, you lay yourself on the very edge of the bed. And
that's what I get.
I know. Well, that's what you take.
That's what
and so I just take the rest of it. But when you're not there, I have even more space.
Just turn it into a marriage counseling vlog. That's what the video turned into.
It's funny because I don't really, I probably take more of the bed, but like your side of the bed is still made when I get up in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Like I don't destroy the bed. Like I don't take over the bed.
Well,
like,
we'll talk about how different that is for me.
Your pillows and like your side of the bed is still made. Like the blanket is still up, the pillows are still there.
Not how I operate.
Correct.
So that's kind of a full day for you.
It's a full day. So depending on how I slept, I will go to bed 10 or 11, midnight-ish. Also depending on what day it is, if I need to be up for work the next morning.
Okay. It's a pretty good day, pretty full day. That's what a day looks like.
Pretty
So
relaxing.
for me, it's different. And it's different for a couple of reasons. One, when we're apart, it's normally because like I'm traveling somewhere, right? I'm not home here, I'm gone there.
I don't travel for work.
Yeah, she doesn't travel for work.
So.
And so it's different. But some things that are different, you talked about how you want your days to be largely by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And largely void of activity, kind of.
Yeah.
Right? Just like at home, kind of like resting, relaxing, doing the things at home that you love.
Yes.
For me, when I travel, when we're apart, my days, I really love having days that are full of both things to do and like doing that with people that we love.
Yeah.
Right? Like those are like my days. Like
He just like fills every second. He's like, so we have to be somewhere at 9, and then we just have, and I'm like,
there's a biscuit place down the road. Let's go get biscuits for breakfast. And then we're going to get a coffee at this coffee shop we found. And then we're going to hit up an aquarium. And then we're going to there's a couple breweries. And then let's go hit. And it's like, that to me, it just sounds so fun. Now, some of that, like I do have like some flexibility. And also I'm not a big, like if a plan changes or something gets canceled, I'm pretty good about like going with the flow.
Right.
I'm like,
Well,
okay, like I'm a natural believer that if something doesn't work out, something else is going to.
Right.
You know what I mean? Something else is going to work out. And so I'm okay when plans change. But normally for me, it is full days with people.
Yeah.
Like I don't do alone very well. So even on days like here at the house, when Sherri's like off spending a Saturday with girlfriends or like off doing something, even if I'm not gonna go hang out with a friend specifically, I'll still be like, I'm gonna go sit at the bar at Buffalo Wild Wings because I can make some friends. like if I'm not hanging out with a friend, I'm gonna make some friends. You know what I mean? Like that's just is that not what you do?
No.
Have you ever sat at a bar at Buffalo Wild Wings?
To make friends?
Yeah.
No.
So that's just naturally, that's just like what I do.
Not even once in my life.
I will say though, there have been a couple days when I've traveled, and this is pretty rare, but I think this speaks to a lot like where I was physically and mentally. Mm-hmm. There have been a couple days that I did just take a full day like in the hotel bed.
Yeah.
Like ordered room service for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Watch movies.
And watched movies in bed all day long because like I just needed that. You know what I mean? Like I needed downtime.
Yep.
I normally don't sleep in. I sleep in
general.
In general.
Yeah.
Every now and then my body shuts down and I'm like, what month is it? And I just like crashed for 14 hours. But yeah, normally not in general.
Yeah.
I'm not an early riser, but I'm
8, 9 usually.
8, 9
you just sort of naturally wake up.
Yeah. Which for us is early. Very early.
I'm not
for
ever early.
Some. No, never. Kind of things that I will get though, like for food, is I love trying things like all 3 meals. I would eat all 3 meals out if I was by myself.
Yeah.
If I'm by myself, the only possible meal I'm making myself is like a bowl of cereal. Maybe. Probably not even that.
You're not making a single piece of chicken?
Oh,
on the side?
No! Of course I'm not.
I mean, you're lost.
I'm ordering a pizza and I'm like going to get breakfast at like a local diner and I'm like, you know what I mean? Like I'm ordering everything. I'm not making a meal for myself.
Not a single meal.
For sure, no. Absolutely not. Like no meal is being made here when I'm by myself.
All right.
It's so like a piece of chicken. So I think that's how we're different. Now, as far as sleeping, like in the bed, one thing I've noticed when I get to like a hotel bed by myself, y'all, I sprawl. And if it's a king bed, I'm sleeping diagonal. And I'm just like, oh, these 8 pillows are mine? Like, I am a...
Like you call and ask for more pillows.
Oh, 100%. Because I used to work in the hotel industry, and I know somewhere there's a room that has 40 of them, and I want at least 20 on my bed. Like, I pile them up, like... Ask housekeeping.
I'm good with like my 2, and I don't even touch yours.
And I'm just like, can I just lay in bed and have you guys pile them on top of me, please?
Keep coming.
Keep them coming. Keep stacking them on top. And so, yeah, so we're very different, like, when we're apart. When we're apart, I very much am kind of a go, go, go. And you know what's interesting? I hadn't thought about this till right now.
What?
I think one of the reasons for that is that we naturally are different. Surprise. Obviously.
Wait, we are?
No, but here's the thing. I feel like we both do apart very well. Like, we've never been one of those couples that's like, oh, I hate being away. Here's the reality is that I actually think it's really good for both of us.
Yeah, I think that it's healthy to not be with your spouse all the time. Like, I feel like there's some codependency that is occurring if you like really have to be all the time.
But also the reality is that if Sherri is with me all the time, like, that's not good for Sherri. Because she needs downtime and she needs breaks. And she needs breaks more than just like, I went and watched a game for 3 hours.
Right. And you know, the thing is, like, he talks a lot.
All the time.
Which is fine, and it's who he is.
Sure.
But there are times where I'm just like, I need longer than like your Target run.
Yeah.
Like, do you have a work trip coming up?
Yeah. No, 100%. Could you?
Could you?
Yeah, exactly. Could you? How about you just go somewhere?
A weekend. So.
And so I feel like when we're apart, it's interesting because I feel like you do the things that you don't get to do when we're together, and I feel like I do the exact same thing.
Right, because I don't want to go.
Exactly. You don't want to go all those places. And I'm just like, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
And so like when we're apart, we use that as the opportunity to like do the things that like we love to do, but probably feel like we don't get to enough.
Yeah, there is a threshold, though.
I wanted to actually talk about this. This is where we're going next. So, Sherri, there is a number of days where it's like, this was really nice, but
I need my baby back.
And so like, what is that number for you?
Usually day 3 or 4.
Okay.
So I can usually do like 2 or 3 days, and then it's like, okay, like, I miss you. Are you coming home yet?
Yeah.
And honestly, most of his work trips are longer than that. So
totally.
I usually have a few days where I'm just like, no, but really, can you just come home?
Yeah.
But yeah, usually 3 or 4 days is like the time that I need to really like recoup.
Okay. I feel like for me, it's about 7. Like, I feel like it's about 7 days. But no, here's why. Listen.
But part is that you're going.
Well, but also, remember, a lot of it is my travel. So I feel like day 1 and the end day don't count. You know what I mean? Because
and you're usually traveling for work, and so
there's
working,
work stuff in there.
Right.
Completely. And so it's like 7 days isn't 7 days of activity.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so that's why I feel like there have been work trips that I've gone on that have been 3 and 4 days that I come home and I feel like I got I didn't feel like I got a break at all. Like,
you don't feel like you got any like of your time.
Not
because it was
one.
all traveler work.
It was all traveler work, and I'm just like, oh, and I almost like come home and I'm like, I want like 1 day just to like go to breweries and eat biscuits. Can I please have that day? It's all that I want.
Like, I'm going to work. Have at it.
Exactly. So that's kind of how we're different, you guys.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that here's what I love. I appreciate that like we're so well together, but I appreciate that we're like really good apart.
Right. Like I do like him, and I actually enjoy being married to him.
There was a pause. Hold on. Did you guys hear the pause?
I was trying to think of the word. I mean, I guess sort of.
Sherri just like referenced it to me. She's like,
No. I actually like you, and I actually enjoy spending time with you, but I think that because we recharge in different ways, we have to give ourselves the space to do that.
Yeah.
And so I think travel is a good way to do that because it gives us both the chance to recharge the way that we need to.
I actually think that this is not the point of this video, but I think that that's an important point for us to make because sometimes like we have the opportunity to do that because of how often I travel for work. Mm-hmm. But there's a lot of couples.
Because of what you do for work.
And because of what I do for work.
You do actually travel for work, and I know a lot of people don't.
That's true. That's what I was going to say, is that if you don't travel for work, and you're like just together a lot, but you do find that it's like, man, sometimes I need a break. And to me, that's not like a bad thing.
Right.
To say that like, because we're so different and we get renewed so different and we like recharge so different, to say that like I need a break isn't a bad thing. Because
no, I don't think so.
Part of it is like Sherri is not designed to meet every need that I have.
Right.
That's really unhealthy. And this is going to turn into a marriage relationship vlog with you guys, because that's really unhealthy. Right. Because if you believe your partner or your spouse is designed and should meet every need that you have, what happens is when they don't, like cynicism and bitterness and like you let me down.
Right. So there's on your end, like there's the bitterness and the cynicism.
Yep, nailed it.
But on the other person's end, there's the like I failed and I'm not good enough and
Yep.
all of these unnecessary feelings when really you might just need a day apart.
That's exactly right.
Just take a day apart.
Yeah, maybe that person wasn't
this
designed.
person recharges this way, you recharge a different way. Like, do it.
And so I think
separately.
that that's one of the keys. And Sherri and I are going to we're going to do a podcast about this eventually, talking about like Sabbath and rest and renewal and how we do that. But one of the things that we do is we have to give each other space, not just with work trips, but on regular rhythms to recharge the way they recharge. And so what that means for me is that there are times that I need to make myself disappear because what Sherri needs is what doesn't exist when I'm around.
A quiet house.
A quiet house. And there are times that Sherri needs to give me space and be like, you know what? Today's Sunday and I know the Seahawks are playing at 10 a.m. and I think you should go down and watch the Seahawks game with all of the Seahawkers and drink beer and eat wings for like 6 hours.
Do it.
Do it. Right? And so it's like...
It's going to be loud and obnoxious and everybody's going to be happy and you need to be in that.
That's exactly
because
right.
Because that's what's going to give you life.
And so I think that it's really important to like look for ways to help the other person do the things that help them be alive.
Yeah.
And the reality is sometimes that's not together. And
Right.
so like for me, I love that I know that I'm going to come back from a trip and I know that Sherri is going to have a ton of reading time, a ton of TV time, a ton of movie time.
Some Missy snuggles.
Some Missy snuggles.
Because he's not here to snuggle with.
Yeah, because she always chooses
If
me
she
over her.
chooses, it's always him.
Totally. And so, like, I know that I'm going to come back and there is a part of you that will have been refilled.
Yes.
Right? And I know that while I'm gone, I'm going to get to do activities and I'm going to get to see people and I'm going to get to have fun and I'm going to get to eat biscuits and I'm going to get to drink beer and I'm going to get to, like, have packed days and early mornings and late nights and the kind of things that would be kind of exhausting and miserable to you.
Right.
But like to me, I'm gonna be excited and alive. And then like we come back home and we're both in a great space.
Yeah. And we'd be happy that we're together again.
That's dope.
And I don't have to resent him because he never stops talking.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have to resent me because I never want to leave the house.
Exactly. And that's how you have a happy frickin' marriage. Never see each other. No, that's not kidding. That's not what we're saying. I'm just joking. But yeah, I know that this vlog just took a different turn than we expected, but I think that's really important.
I think it is really important, and I think that it's important to find out how you recharge and then be able to speak up and say, I need to recharge. It will be better for our relationship.
Yep.
If this happens. And
Yep.
so, like, whatever that looks like.
Yep. And so we both use our time apart to press into the things that like recharge us that might not when we're together.
Yeah. And then we're like much happier when we're together because we're not running on empty and we're not bickering and we're not, like.
Plus, finally, those individual chicken dishes get used. Right? Why do we have them? Like,
I don't know why we have two.
It doesn't
because
make
I really
sense.
only need one, and then I like do my dishes every
I
night.
don't understand.
I also do my dishes every night.
Every night?
Well, I
Wow.
at least load the dishwasher. Like, the kitchen is clean.
See, that's the nice thing
The
about
entire house stays clean when it's just me.
that's the nice thing about ordering out every single meal. There's no dishes. So technically, I also never have dirty dishes because it's just pizza boxes and biscuit containers.
Okay.
So, friends, I hope this was informative. It's just like you guys never get to see what our days look like apart because again, it's always like
It's always just him.
it's always
I'm
me with the
sorry,
camera.
I don't know. I mean, we have one camera for one thing, and he takes it with him.
We actually have like 3 cameras. And we have like new phones.
We do have new phones.
We have no reason to not vlog. So what if
Do you want me to vlog and send you my iPhone clips
you know what I was just thinking? What if
of
I
me just sitting watching Jane the Virgin
Nope.
for 10 hours at a time?
Like
This is what you want me to vlog?
worst vlog ever. You know what I want? I'm gonna put this out there. I'm gonna throw it on a challenge. It doesn't have to be this trip, it could be another trip whenever. I want you to vlog the entire time I'm gone. Just like random clips. Just like it's like I'm making coffee. Just like whenever you remember to vlog, whatever it is. And then when I get home, I will edit together a Sherri's week vlog. You don't have to send me the clips. We don't have to figure that out. Just like you vlog while I'm gone, and then we'll assemble the clips together into a Sherri's week vlog. Tell me, I know the people want this so bad. I can hear it in their voices.
Here's the
that
thing,
I can't hear it.
is they all think they want this because they all like me. They don't realize how truly boring I am. Like, excruciatingly boring.
I want to see this for me. I so badly want this video.
I bore myself.
I want to see this video so bad. So comment below. would you guys be okay with a video, even if it was like 10 more hours of Jane the Virgin? I'm on my 11th Gilmore Girls binge. More Schitt's Creek. Like, I mean, essentially that's what it would be.
It's all of that. And add in some Merlin as well.
Some Merlin.
I always watch some Merlin.
A bunch of coffee. But we would get a bunch of riveting individual chicken recipes.
That is true. Riveting, I think, is the proper word.
So dumb.
For my individual chickens.
It's so weird. So that's what I want. I want to see Sherri vlog. I want a Sherri's week vlog.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh, it would be amazing. So friends, we love you guys. Thanks for being part of our community. We know that like the content we've been uploading lately has been like heavy and serious, and so with me,
I'm coming out of the health stuff. I'm feeling better, and I think that there's not going to be any more like bad days.
Love hearing that. So
I'm believing that.
You're believing that, putting that in the universe.
I am.
She's gonna send that out there.
And sending it to the stars.
Good for you. All right, friends, love you guys so much. Comments, questions, criticisms, or concerns?
Yes.
Leave them in the comments below.
And what do you do?
When you're alone.
When you're alone.
You know what? I want to add something to that. How do you recharge?
How do you recharge?
When you're by yourself.
And do you just give yourself the space to recharge?
Oh, that's even a better question. Because some of you guys out there right now are like, I recharge by this. And then if I was to be like, oh, really? When was the last time you did that? You'd be like, 36 months ago.
Right.
We're going to talk about that in a podcast soon. Y'all, you ready?
Stay tuned.
I'm going to call you out on your crap. I love you, friends, so much. Thanks for being part of our community. We'll see you guys on the next LeggLife video.